sell here, what we can promote and all of that. So
Yeah.
delighted to be here, and the very best of luck with the project, and I hope that all of the tourism trade and everybody involved in tourism here, I hope that they gain from it and that the benefits will be, found and in the surrounding area. And by the sector.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's very well said. Ladies and gentlemen, will you give Dorothy a huge round of applause? And as I said, it is very important to recognise, I suppose, the bodies who have come together to make this a possibility. That makes, I think, the end product all the stronger, because you're not just, I suppose, putting all the pressure on one group. Leslie is back with me again now. Fair play to you, Leslie. Oh, Catherine is here as well, of course. Catherine McConnell, who's the Director of Services with Mayo County Council, is here with us as well. We were going to send Catherine out on a boat as well, but we said, do you know what, come back with us to the ocean sands, and that's exactly what she did. So it's great to have Catherine here as well. Catherine, I'll let you take that microphone. Thank you so much for being with us and chatting to us. I think I'll start the way I started with Dorothy, because from your perspective, obviously, in Mayo County Council, this is a really exciting day, and as Dorothy alluded to, the end of a very long path to this point, at least.
It is. Thanks, Angelina. And you're right, I was going to go out in a boat, but I don't think we had enough sun cream between us, so we had to decide who went out.
Row back on that.
I say to Michael, he has too much. He's too much on display over there.
Well, Michael, I didn't know what was going to come out there, but anyway, we'll talk about that afterwards.
But you're right, this is a great day, and the gods are definitely smiling on us, but it has been a long road to get to today, but a long road that has been always in the vision and the mind of the group based in this area, who saw this as a huge opportunity and a huge, I suppose, addition to the landscape for tourism and tourism activities. And we in Mayo County Council were very glad to be able to support them along the road, and we were delighted to be able to process the planning application, one of the first planning applications that local authorities actually got to deal with in the new, what they call the nearshore area. For this, we never had any remit outside the water. So it is great, and it's great that we got such a lovely day to celebrate meeting this point, this landmark, because there is still an awful lot to be done in terms of building on the infrastructure to make this something really, really special.
I mentioned these bodies coming together and seeing the potential in something to Dorothy, and what strikes me as well is, Catherine, without the likes of the vision that local groups like that have, and that applies across the two counties, I'm sure, with lots of projects that have come to fruition, brilliant projects. Really, we'd struggle without, the hard work that they put in, the vision that they have to bring to the table, so that it can be pushed on by the likes of yourselves.
Absolutely. The most successful projects are always those that have been conceived and grown and loved and nurtured at local level. They're the ones that are the most successful, because people are invested in them. It's something that they know will work, and something that they, I suppose, nurture because they see the value of it for themselves, for the community, and for the wider tourism landscape of this place. So while we can come along and help and support, either financially or other ways, and are delighted and happy to do it, the best projects are those that come from the communities. You see that across the way. It's not just in Mayo County Council, it's everywhere. They are the strong ones.
Yeah, it is. It's across the country. It is exciting, as I said at the start, and I'm fascinated by it. When you start reading the articles about where it came from, and it could have been such a bad news story. I know, brilliant that the revenue had seized it and that had worked on that level, but you're just kind of saying, oh well, what happens after that? To bring that story forward, I think it's incredible to be here today and to be a part of it.
It is. The backstory is nearly as good as the future of this project, and I think it's part of the allure of this project that people will be able to have all that told to them before they even go out and dive the site. The other thing that is really, I think, special and maybe a tiny bit overlooked in the excitement is what it will do for the biodiversity of Killala Bay as well. While it's a really, really special area and it's a protected area, this is another opportunity for biodiversity to flourish on new structure, and I don't think that should be overlooked. And that is one of the things that we know across the world. People dive and come to locations because of the immaculate conditions that they find here and what they'll see when they do dive on an artificial reef.
Yeah, I'm not a water baby. I did
No.
dive once, but it wasn't in this country. And I'm telling you, it's whetting my appetite, and I mean that. Chatting about it today, and just being part of something historic. So exciting times ahead, Catherine. I'm sure, and as Dorothy said, the local authorities' work won't finish at this either.
No, not at all. We will certainly be working with the authorities, with our friends in Sligo, and with Tourism Ireland, and with communities and individuals. Let's face it, the private sector are the ones that we want to see benefiting out of this, that they come forward with ideas for businesses that are based around diving in Killala, and we'll be there to support them through the various grant schemes or what we can do to make it a reality.
Brilliant. Catherine, thank
Thanks,
you so much
Angelina.
for being
Thank
with
you.
us today. Catherine McConnell, Director of Services with Mayo County Council. And yeah, as I said, it's just wonderful to see all these components coming together. I hope we will get an opportunity, I think we will, to chat a little bit more about that biodiversity element and the benefit to the marine life in general and the environment around here. But we might take a small bit of a break for the moment. I think poor Porrick might have taken a break, has he, altogether? But we'll be back with some more guests. We're watching the live footage, as we said, and you can see the progress of it now. I don't need to point that out to you, but definitely there's been a lot of progress over the last, we're back here maybe about an hour or so, a little under an hour, and it has been going down fairly quickly. So I would say in the next half hour you're going to see a huge difference in that again. So yeah, absolutely, it's brilliant to have the live feed, isn't it? We're getting a bird's eye view here. I don't know if they're getting that view out on the boat, and definitely they'd want the sun cream with them, which is a great complaint in September. So we leave you for a couple of moments and we'll be back with some more guests very shortly. Queen and Joe, come up here to this microphone so they can hear you loud and clear. Though I know we'll be able to do that. Listen, Joe, your name has been taken in vain a couple of times already, but we're talking about what an exciting day this is here. I'm sure for your locality, for your area, you're really, really pleased. I can see you beaming from ear to ear with what we have happening here today.
Yeah, it's Angelina. First of all, you're very welcome to West Sligo, and you're all very welcome here to sunny Innisgrown, and this is a proud day for us people here in West Sligo. It's a dream come true. I think Councillor Michael Lafferty's detailed the whole project here on Midwest Radio this morning, and it is a collaboration of the two councils working together. I have to give credit. Michael Lafferty was just his brainwave, we'll say, about 10 years ago, and we got lucky. The ship became available, and revenue played ball, and we all know, some of us know all about revenue, but but I have to say the two guys who were dealt with, Pat Heanigan from Foxford and Des from Roscommon, they were fantastic, and they could see the benefit of this for a local community, and they've put in approximately, it's cost them 1.5 million, or maybe more. Now, to sink the ship, it would probably cost twice that, and it'd have to go to Holland or to Belgium. I can well imagine the public accounts, some of these TDs in Dublin, when they see this sinking a ship in Innisgrown, they'll have a field day. But we're delighted. It was the right thing to do.
But it's only about the cost of about 2 bike sheds, I'd say. Is it?
That's it. Yeah, but anyway, I want to thank everybody who was involved to bring it this far. There was many, I suppose there weren't sleepless nights, but difficult times, because there was a lot of ticking boxes, and to ensure everybody was happy to get out of Dublin, bring it to New Ross. Then we got it to New Ross. There was a problem that revenue was gone over budget, and they wanted out of their ASP. We hadn't got the planning mission, we hadn't got this, and we hadn't got that. I would like to thank. At the end of the day, it came to a crucial time. We were all going looking for votes in May, but at that time, revenue were getting nervous about it all because we hadn't the planning mission in place. And to the credit of the two CEs of Mayo and Sligo Council, they spoke to revenue, and they reassured them that they would do everything they could to get over the line, and revenues settled, and the rest is history. And I want to thank the two local authorities for putting funding into this project. I would like to thank the Enniscrone Community Council, who's it's the only community that's put funding into it, has also put funding into it, but we're going to benefit, I think, down the road tenfold. So it's a great day as an Enniscrone man.
Yeah, absolutely. And Joe, you mentioned there, I can only imagine the sleepless nights, because it's all right talking here today, we're hearing like this off the ground. That can be the toughest thing. That you have an idea, but it's as I said earlier, the local groups that go with these ideas and say, this is what we should do. The local authorities would be lost without them.
Well, I suppose Dorothy referred to a meeting upstairs 7 years ago or 8 years ago. I brought Dorothy along that day night, and I had a job to bring her, trying to convince her what we were going at. And now but then she had great confidence, and she gives all the support. But it was.
It's those initial stages, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah. And then we had to get the local authorities on board, and we had to get the revenue on board. But fair play to Groinaway committee, headed by Michael Loftus, Councillor Michael Loftus. They are the real heroes here. They drove it. They had expertise with them, and they drove the project. We came on board with them, the Enniscrone people and West Sligo people, and it's been a great day all round. And it is going to be a really big tourism project going forward. We have now to bring it to the next stage to get all, as Jennifer talked about, the driving and all of that. I believe that this has huge potential for West Sligo and North Mayo. And I'm a local councillor in Sligo for the last 26 years, and it's very hard to convince the elected members in the other side of Sligo that really our market town is Ballina. And the most employed people that are in this West Sligo area are employed in Ballina. They're employed in big in Hollisters and Coke, in the government buildings. So there's a very close working relationship between Mayo and Sligo, and all the Mayo people that come here on holidays every year. So I'm very emotional at the moment.
I can see that, Joe. And it is. Do you know what? Yeah, give him a big round of applause, because and I'm going to say it here for all the cotton and joking, politicians, local representatives, TDs, whatever, can get an awful lot of guff at times. And sometimes it's deserved, and sometimes, we have a right to speak. But you can see how much it means to Joe as a local representative here, and the impact that it's going to have on the area. So I'm delighted for you, Joe, because I can see what it means and what it's going to mean into the future. And that's what you're thinking of, the boost that this is going to be to everyone in this area, isn't that it? It
is going to be a big boost to the North Mayo, West Sligo area for certain. And we're lucky at the moment here in Enniscrone, as we've got the big tourism, the big development on the Hollow, and we'll have space in this area to help bring on the driving centre and all that. So it couldn't come at a better time for the people here in Enniscrone and in Ballina. And this is a project, a clean project, we're a tourism town. Tourism and agriculture are the two main industries here in North Mayo and West Sligo. And it's brilliant. I know people don't realise it at the moment. I can see the potential of this. I've seen the potential for the last 7 or 8 years, and I'm delighted for all the people who realise it. We this day a week. The local Sligo County Council didn't know about this. This is going to happen. This was supposed to be done last Sunday week.
Right.
And the weather was bad, and
so you organised this, in fairness to you, yeah.
So all had to be cancelled. So we couldn't even tell the county manager or the elected members or the officials that today was the day until 4 or 5 days ago. So that's how tight the whole anything could have went wrong. Until that ship was in Clara Bay, we weren't sure the project could happen.
Of course, yeah.
So it's a dream come true. I'm absolutely delighted for everybody, and I'm delighted for the committee. And I know they're all out there in the sea. Some of them stay at home to mind the ship. and mind the boat. So I'm delighted. So thank you, and thanks to Midwest for the coverage. Thanks to the people who came here. And I know the boys will be back in an hour's time, but I'm absolutely delighted. And it won't be today we'll see this. It'll be in the next 4 or 5 years when the diving people come from all over the world, Angelina, and they are an affluent, no disrespect, an affluent people. And they will bring money, and they'll bring their families with them. And there's been bed nights in Mayo and Sligo. And it'll also help, let me honest, when I'm in Sligo, it'll help the Pullaheny Harbour, it'll help harbours down ahead where boats can go out from there. So it's not just in Scrone and Ballina or Killala and Kilcummin. This will have far-reaching support right through Sligo and right through North Mayo.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. I just think the potential is huge. So, Joe, listen,
you.
well done. And thank you for staying at home to talk to us.
Thank you very
Give
much.
him a big round of applause, Councillor Joe Queenan. Absolutely amazing. So, we're still watching the live feed here. I took my eyes off it for a second, and I know that there seemed to be massive progress as we were watching it there just a couple of moments ago while Joe was talking. It's an amazing day to be here. It's very exciting. And you know what? You'd think, okay, we're watching a ship sink. But you know what I think? It is symbolic. We're watching more than that. We're watching, hopefully, a gear change and a shift in the fortunes of this area. It's already a huge tourist area. You all know that. Inniscrone is fabulous to come to, whether you're an hour away or 100 hours away and have to take a flight in. But it's certainly, I think this is a gear shift. This is a change in the fortunes of the area again, where you're going to see a different type of tourists come in here. And I just think it's incredibly exciting to be a part of that today as well. So yeah, we're still watching that live feed there. And I don't think we're going to be too long, Leslie, are we? Leslie's my other marine expert here. We discussed marines expertise at length earlier. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, look, we can see exactly the change since we came in here. So we're just after 4 o'clock, so it's very much on target. It had been an estimated 2 hours or so, and they probably started the sinking process around 2:30 thereabouts. So you can see now, and I'd imagine, even being the expert that I am, once the water actually starts to consume the upper part as well, that you'll see it go down very quickly. So we'll leave you for a couple of moments, have a little bit of a mingle, keep your eyes on the live stream, and we'll be back with you shortly. down, Leslie. Okay, so how quickly, I wonder, says I to you, does that happen, I wonder? I don't know how because I'd imagine once the pull is there and the water is kind of consuming it, but that's it. So look at that. Isn't that incredible? That's a great image. Absolutely amazing image. So take your pictures of that if they're coming up on the screen properly for you. I think that's incredible. So I was enjoying the lovely mini quiches and spring rolls down here, and she started sinking really quickly. I had to abandon. The first bite, they're delicious, by the way, if you haven't tried them as well. That's absolutely amazing. I just think I think we're here, as I said, it's definitely a day, excuse me, that's a big part of history. We're seeing, I think, a gear shift in this whole area, and Ireland's first artificial reef is starting to make its way to the seabed right now. So I just think that's amazing. They're great images, aren't they? Incredible. Yeah, super. Should we give it an old clap or something? I don't know what we should do with it. Should we give it a boot of bus? Do you think it knows? Yeah, it's amazing.